Good morning, loves. Today is Wellness Wednesday. And for Wellness Wednesday, I want to help you guys focus on your mental well being. And working on your mental well being basically is like getting control of our thoughts. So for this Wellness Wednesday, we are going to dig into taking control of our thoughts and really getting on top of our meditation routine. We have to meditate. If without meditation, our well being is at stake. But bigger than that, for Wellness Wednesday, I really want to get into why I started this podcast. I started this podcast because I wanted to bring people to the awareness of our true power. It was something that I discovered a few years ago. I started discovering it maybe 10 years ago, but I really got my awakening about 3-4 years ago to what our true highest power is and what our real purpose is here on this planet. And when I started realizing and discovering the power that we have within ourselves, that we have given away, and tapping into our true source and our true energy. We are energy beings, and a lot of us, we've been kind of taught away from it, whether through childhood trauma or just teachings that our parents instilled in us. It took us away from knowing who we truly are as energy, force, source, human beings. And this is what I want to bring everybody back to the awareness for. That's why I started the Pursuit of Happiness, and the reason why I started my podcast the way that I started it is because I wanted to get people to start working on the journey of finding happiness without any misunderstandings. We're basically showing you guys that happiness is a choice. Happiness is something that you choose to be. You can choose to be sad. You can choose to be upset. They're all choices. And regardless of what's going on within your life at that present time, you can choose to be happy. And the best gateway to get to your happiness is through meditation. But what meditation will bring you to, it will bring you to the awakening of who you truly are at the core of you. It will bring you back to your energy frequency self. It will raise your vibration so that you can remember that you are the creator of your reality and that you are the creator of your universe around you, your life. You are the creator of that. And that's why I started this podcast, because when I got that realization of, wow, my life is really in my hands. I really am more powerful than I was taught. I'm really more powerful than I believed I was, and that I have the capacity to create things in my life, create happiness, create abundance, create love in my life. That's when it was like that aha moment of, okay, well, let's take the bull by the horns and start creating this amazing life. So when I started getting the realization of me being a true creator, I started writing things down, the things that I wanted. I started writing it down. I started writing down where I wanted to go in my career, the type of money that I wanted to make, the type of people that I wanted to work with, the type of environments I wanted to be around. And at this time, when I started writing it, I had no way of figuring out how I was going to get to these things, how I was going to help, how I was going to meet these people, how I was going to get these jobs, how I was going to make this type of money. But I started trusting in the universe that if I put it out there and let the law of attraction get a hold of what it is that I wanted and that I needed in my life, that it would manifest. And once I started getting in tune with myself and meditating and just building that frequency, or just building that relationship with the universe and my communication with my inner being and the universe, the things started manifesting fast. So for Wellness Wednesday, I want us to figure out how to find that peace. Figure out which meditation works for you. Figure out what brings you peace. Figure out what makes you happy, and start doing those things, because sometimes meditation is hard for some people. So you just have to find something that's going to bring you a little bit of peace and joy. If it's a long walk, then do that. Something that can help you get in the zone so that you can breathe. If it's jogging, if it's exercising, if it's cooking, something that will get you in that zone so that you can have that peace and start telling yourself, I'm happy. I'm choosing happiness. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing just peace. And with that choice, it will help you start moving towards a wellness. But the reason why I want you guys to be well and to get your well-being in check is so that you can start remembering who you truly are. Start remembering that you're the author of this story. Remembering that no one has control over what happens in your life but you. You are source energy. You are a source energy being. You can create mountains. You can create whatever career goal that you have. You could create it. Write it down. Give it to the universe. Don't stress over it. Don't talk about it with anybody. Just between you and the universe, and have a belief of knowing that it can happen. And it will happen. Ask the universe, even if it's just peace, write it down. I want peace of mind. I used to write down peace of mind so much, and it finally came to me. But you got to do the work. We got to be disciplined on our wellness journey and the importance of our well-being. Nothing else is more important than our well-being and the choices that we make to make ourselves happy. Whatever it is, do what makes you happy. If eating ice cream makes you happy, then eat the ice cream. But if you know that if you eat the ice cream, you're going to be happy for a moment, and then you're going to be sad because you ate it because you felt like, oh my God, I'm gaining too much weight, don't eat the ice cream. Find something else. You got to find something else to make you happy. But I know for me, meditation is key, or finding little things like reading and just something that will remove the focus. So we got to get our well-being in check. That way we can connect with who we really are. When you start connecting, you and find out how powerful you are, and how just one positive thought can turn into a downpour of more positive thoughts. And then you will slowly start seeing things manifest, or fastly start seeing things manifest. The more higher your vibration is and the higher your frequency is, the faster things manifest. So if you want to manifest things, focus on getting your well-being together. Focus on your happiness journey. Focus on trying to get into a meditation routine. Focus on trying to feel like your best self, to get rid of those doubts, get rid of those fears. Train your brain to think more positively. Train your brain to look for harmony and change your perspective on how you look at things. I've quoted this person before, and I will quote him again. Dr. Wayne Dyer, his quote of, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That is the most truthful quote I've heard in years. Well, in my life, that's so truthful. Because when I started changing the way I looked at situations, especially like when I would lose jobs and I would be beat down on myself, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I lost this job, blah, 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 all these different things. And then when I started to take on what Dr. Wayne Dyer said, it was like, okay, well, that job just wasn't for me, and something better is going to come. Or when I got, when we got quarantined, and I'm like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to work. We can't do this. We can't do that. And then I became sick. But had I been working and on autopilot in the hustle and bustle of life, I would have never noticed that there was a real issue that I needed to address, that I was able to take time to heal. I would have never had that time. So we got to find the blessings in every situation. So changing your perspective on how you look at things will definitely help you on your well-being journey. Changing the way you talk, your verbiage, when people ask you, how are you doing? Instead of going to the doom and gloom of it, respond and just say, I'm blessed. Or, you don't have to hide what's going on. If there's something that's really troubling you and you need to talk about it, especially like when we get in our dark places, because, a lot of us that's listening here, we have mental health issues. When you're in your dark place, yes, talk about it. But if you're beating the drum of, I don't have, I need, I want, I this, I that, and all this doom and gloom, don't talk about it, because words have so much power. And the more power you give it, the more it manifests in your life, because the universe only hears what you say and what you feel. And if you feel that I don't have this and I don't have that, that's what the universe is going to give to you. It's going to give you the don't, the not have, that lack, that scarcity. You got to get it out of your verbiage. You can't talk about it. That needs no longer to be a part of your conversation. You need to be talking about how abundant you are, how loved you are, how amazing you are, how much of a creator you are. And those are the things that's going to bring you the blessings that you're seeking. Those are the things that's going to bring you the peace of mind, because you are a powerful creator. You are rich and abundant. We just have to tap into that person, our higher self, to get there. You know that you are, you just need to be reminded. And so I'm here to try to remind you and try to give you a gateway to get back to knowing who you are, because you are powerful, you are great, you are amazing, you are loved, you are so creative, you are so talented, you are so smart, you are an individual, you are a great person. Don't let anyone tell you what you're not. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to do this and you need to better this. And no, you are amazing. You are what the universe created. You are what God created. You are an individual person. You are unique. There's no one here that's just like you. And that's to be celebrated. You have a life purpose. And digging into who you are and getting in a place of well-being and a place of happiness and truly knowing yourself will open up the door to let you know what your life purpose is. We all have a life's purpose. We have our job and we have our work. And our work is what the universe brought us here to do. That's our purpose. Our job is what makes money and keeps the lights on. But your work is what you've been put here to do. We're all gifts to each other. No one is here just for themselves. We're here for gifts for each other, although we need to focus on ourselves to be our better selves, but we're here to bless each other. So let's dig in, start meditating, work on that well-being, get happy, start reading. Read Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks and Esther and Jerry Hicks. Start listening to some Wayne Dyer. Go on YouTube. Start listening to Eckhart Tolle and a lot of different other people. There's so many great people that we can listen to and so many amazing books that we can read that will help us on this journey. And, tune in here. Whatever I find, I'll bring it to you guys, because we're on this journey together. because we're on a pursuit to happiness. So tune in next time. I'm going to have something else because I'm digging and I'm working on myself. But this is Wellness Wednesday, and let's take control of our well-being, our mental wellness, and our health and our happiness and our abundance. Let's start manifesting. Love you guys.